It was on the 1st of April, the very first hours of the month. The cold resident in Landmark University seemed evil to my soul. It irritated my bones as they snapped, one after the other, as though I was flipping through Snapchat filters. The Spirit of God filtered my thoughts, and I couldn't sleep. I wondered if it was the Holy Spirit trying to speak to me, or it was just insomnia. I didn't know my sleep was being taken away from me because somewhere someone was sleeping into condemnation, pain, and guilt unjustly. I tried to connect to the Father, so I got on my knees to pray, and I slept off. Yes, I slept off on my knees. And when I got up, I just went ahead and logged on to my IG because this was becoming too much to handle. I didn't know I was following Christ's leading, even though I didn't like the pictures I was seeing. I scrolled gently down my home screen, and I came across this user, Lelo, who posted a picture of how she missed the ex. She used the right words. At that point, you could tell she was broken. A picture caught my attention. And at that point, it clicked. I was in a hurry to minister to her. I punched my keyboard, hitting the right keys, and the light got knocked out. And so did my laptop, because I failed to change my battery. It was past 3 a.m. now, and I had a trumpet service by 5:30. So I just stayed up all through to try and put this piece together and see if perhaps it will replace the missing piece of your heart your ex took and reassure you that you are still a masterpiece in the master's masterpiece of art, Lelo. We probably haven't met before, but I dare say you're beautiful. Not because of your makeup, but what you're made of. His image. Christ laid your foundation. His blood spilled was enough to conceal every spot. He didn't need no concealer. He gave your face the perfect highlight without a blush. Molded you with the perfect contours. And his sweat like blood at Gethsemane was enough to prime you. He made you a sweet savor unto God, a fragrance of life to good and of death to evil. I know you're at this point trying to figure out what went wrong. You must have written the scripts of a fairy tale ending. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Your wedding dress was supposed to be as white as snow, some with a perfect spindle. But I guess it pricked you, and you became Sleeping Beauty, waiting for a true love kiss that never came. And now you're wondering what land you were now in like Alice, because you woke up only to realize that this was all a Disney movie, and it was shorter than the 7 Dwarfs. I know you're hurting now and need a arms to run into. Why don't you run into my kings? You better feel every inch of your being with love, sing you psalms so sweet, make your story your proverbs, and turn you to that woman sought after in less than 31 days. And yes, your heart is bruised, but it was bruised too for you. See, it was whipped, the throne man whips, so that had thorns, his flesh was torn apart. My king was smitten, made to be a victim in this circus, though he was no clown. So I wondered why they all laughed at him, because he never spoke. It's because he knew in a little while, over 2,000 years later, this was going to be an exchange for your healing, Lelo. And you probably are mad at your ex, but there's no need to label him Satan, because he's only frail and human as well, vulnerable, seeking for perfection like every other man, but failing to see through the perfect lens, because he probably has not come to Christ. So I guess you're single now. So I'd love you to meet my king. You might have heard about him or even met him, but understand if you say yes to him, he will never leave you nor forsake you, even until the end of the world. His love is sweeter than Maltesers melting in your tongue. I'm not teasing, you see. He'll stretch your appetite to life with grace. You can Kentucky Fried Chicken you soul. I need you at this point to think of Ruth, who lost her husband, held on tightly to Naomi, not regarding circumstances. Until through her, she found Boaz. I'll need you to hold on tightly to Christ. Even though you lost that man, hold on tightly to him, because it's him who can lead you to the real man. I swear it's been matchmaking since the beginning. It's him who can lead you to your Boaz. It was on the 1st of April, and this was no April Fool. The Lord made me stay up all night so we could reach you. So I hope you and every other broken-hearted woman, as every woman searching for the right man, find healing and direction in these words, because He loves you.